everyone, and welcome to the Learning Ladder. Today I thought I'd share with you some of our activities that we are doing. So I always like to start the day with a fine motor activity, and for this one we are doing hole punching with this so cute little cat hole puncher. So my daughter absolutely loved this. This is an aftershock because she's already done it, but I'll just show you what we did. So basically it's a number hole punch, so she just punches the hole punch through as many times as the number requests, and this was such a hit, so she can turn it the other way around as well. There we go. She absolutely loved it, punching the little cat hole punch. The next thing we do is our calendar. So we have our calendar up here on the wall, and we do our weather and, you know, today, tomorrow, yesterday, all those kind of things, and then she does it in her notebook. For reading, we do all about reading, and her first activity was to set the table, and that's an activity because of the story that we did today, which was we've already done that one, which was Jam. So here's her reader, and 27 was the story she read. So she read all about Jam and what he got up to. It's a funny story. She really enjoyed that one. Now we did split it, the lesson, into two. So tomorrow she will do the story for Hat, but she's doing amazingly well with her reading. I'm really proud of her. She's doing so well, and that'll be the following lesson. We also did our sight words introduction for the week. So we did 8 and Big. Here are some additional readers. So she doesn't, depending on what lesson she's up to in the book, sometimes it's review, in which case if she doesn't read a story, then I have her choose one of the other readers for her to pick from, but obviously she read from her book today, she didn't need to do that. I have made these little activity cards when we do review. I've got a wide number of different ones, different themes and everything else. So this is a Fluttershy one, and basically I put all the little bunny holes on, and bunny burrows, and then when she does her review words, then she can put a bunny into the burrow, or whatever the theme is. She just really enjoys these motivational things, and I made a ton of them, and they're just so much fun. For our phonic activity today, we just did our little calendar one, and then I've got another one for another day in the week, but that's what we started on. We just read through our word family for that week. Okay, for maths we had to do an A-B pattern today, so I just put some blocks in here and we did our A-B pattern. I also put some of these number and word puzzle pieces out so she could do that. We did the bubblegum numbers activity. Instead of writing them on, I used these big chunky puzzle pieces just to make it a bit more interactive for her to put on however many gumballs are in the little machines. So did this little handwriting page for 14. A math activity we did is just to review at time by the hour before we go on to half hour. So basically I would make a time on my clock, and then she would replicate the time on her clock. And I should add as well, with these number puzzle pieces, we also did a more than and less than activity. She did that last week as part of her maths, so we just did a review of, you know, what's more than, less than a particular number, and then she'd find the right one. Okay, for our sensory box this week we have collected a few things from our forest walk and also from the farm, and we'll be using a magnifying glass to take a look at them in more detail. We can also sketch them in our nature book, and we're also going to use them for storytelling. I have these, I've got a couple of them. This is Red Riding Hood, and I've also got Goldilocks and Three Bears. My daughter absolutely loves telling stories, so what we do is we use these little puppets, and not puppets but, you know, little dolls, and she just makes up lots of different stories. So she could think, you know, well, she's got an amazing imagination, so she could come up with anything, but it could be, you know, about things that we picked in the forest, and then she'll probably go off and talking about the bears or the wolf, or, you know, whatever she wants to do in her story. But it's amazing to see her coming up with everything, and what we do is I write everything that she says down as a narration in her storybook, and then we draw a picture to go with her story. And Alana got one of these little Lego construction sets for her birthday, and we are just making that one. We just finished making that one up. Right now she's having lots of fun playing with this play foam. Look at you. All the different colours. Looks amazing. How does it feel? Oh! We've never used this before, so it's fun to give it a try. I think it's definitely being enjoyed. So these are some of the one of the review games I've made. I've made a huge pack of them, different seasons, just things, characters and things that my daughter is interested in, just to keep the review interesting as much as possible. So with this one, what she does is we have all the little oak trees, and then every time she gets one of her words right, then she can give a squirrel an acorn. So that's that one, but I've got quite a few different ones. They're really fun and it just keeps her motivated and interested. We're also listening to these audiobooks. There's all the classic stories, you know, Our Babies, Going on a Bear Hunt, Guess How Much I Love You, Farmer's Duck, all those kind of ones. She absolutely loves them. So they don't just tell the story, they also do little music activities and games as well. So I highly recommend this set. Okay, and then here's our sensory box activities for today. So my daughter has been really into what animals are awake during the day and at night. You know, who sleeps, who doesn't, everything else. So I was making a little sensory box anyway, and I decided to put these nocturnal and not nocturnal activity cards in there that I found on Teachers Pay Teachers, and we've just got some Halloweeny type pasta in there, some eyes, some bat over there, skeleton, you know, bits and pieces. And so, you know, the bat obviously nocturnal, skeleton, humans not, and then the cards as well. So that'll be a fun activity for her to do. And I put it in our cauldron. Makes me excited for Halloween already. Our read aloud for today is Winnie and Wilbur, Nitty Winnie. My daughter is really enjoying these stories. There's a collection of different stories inside. She absolutely loves them. Our Fire in a Row book for this week is the story about Ping. Okay, for handwriting without tears today we did the letter D. So what we do, if you've noticed, is we'll split it. So she'll do one line one day, then the next line the next day, just to spread it out a bit. And she also does her wooden pieces, and then she does her chalk as well. The reason we spread it out is just because it's quite a lot for someone you know, who's only just 5, I think personally, to do the 2 in one day. So, and I don't think there's any reason to rush. So we do one line one day, the next line the next day, and then we do the lowercase letter as well the following day. So we spread it out over 3 days, which I think is perfectly fine. So that's what we are doing for handwriting today. I should say that's what we did, because we've already done it. But I specifically chose the D for duck because we were doing Ping for 5 in a row, and I think it's, if we can connect things, that's always great. Plus it was the next page, so it was a happy coincidence. Right now we are making bath crayons. Here's our pumpkin bath crayon. I'm just going to put it in the freezer now to harden. And for our science, this week we have a couple of experiments. So it's a sink and float one, and then there's also a marbled paper one, and then there's the nature walk too. So that's what we'll be doing for science this week. And finally today we are going to do a page from our Osborne, My First Book About Me. So our themes at the beginning of the year are obviously about me and apples and the usual kind of things that you do. So we are doing some more apple activities throughout the week. We've done apple life cycle and things like that, but obviously you haven't seen that because I'm only showing what we're doing today. But we're going to do a page from her About Me book. And this is a really great sticker album. So basically you have all the different stickers that you can stick on for the people, but then there's also the words too, and there's emotions, and covers quite a lot of different things. So this one is everyone is different, and then there is the schedule, so you know what this little girl does in her day, and we've done the feelings one, how they're all feeling, and you can stick all the stickers on, and we've just done me and my body, and we've done a couple of these ones. So we'll be finishing this one today. So how do they feel? What the body part they're pointing at, and then there's all different ones. There's me and my clothes, what do you wear, food, what you like to eat, family and friends. It's a great sticker book. And then all the stickers are at the back. So those were our activities today. Hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.